Good evening, how are you all? So back in regular studio tonight. I didn't like my last week's one, guys. I know we are the ultimate professionals, but I didn't like it. So we've ordered some ring lights and bits and pieces to help make it a bit better at home. Until that point, I'm back here. Oh, it sent me stir crazy and I did it in portrait instead of landscape, so I had two big black blooming lines down the side of me. I was like, oh no, sorry about the scarf, it's cold, or I'm cold. So today, what a day. How is everyone before I get into everything? Because I've got a lovely demo, lovely chilled out show for you all. If you are brand new or you've been joining me for the last few weeks, shout out who you are, where you are in the world, let us know what the weather's like, as always, and we'll just have a lovely crafty hour. Now, our Monday night lives are predominantly a craft and a cheeky chat, inspiring conversations, catching up with all your mates and your friends. We always do a cheeky giveaway as well, which is awesome, right? Hello, Toni and all crafty friends, says Julie. Hi, sweetheart. We've got Michaela on. Amanda, I'm cold too. Amanda, I am been freezing today. I had this like round my neck. Tim's like, do you want to ditch the scarf? I'm like, are you joking? I can't ditch this scarf, not tonight. Peggy says, good afternoon from Alabama. Whoop, whoop. We've got Elaine on. Hello from San Diego. Michaela, I'll tell you where Michaela's from Peterborough. We've got Carol on. We've got Jolene on. Hi from Boozy, Idaho. Is that correct? Boozy, Idaho. Hello from Orlando. It's cold today, says Sue. I have a blanket on myself. It's cold today after yesterday being 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Whoop. Okay, it's been really cold here too. I know. So today, and we've got Kay over on Facebook. Hi, sweetheart. I hope you're well. Marilyn Squire says, hi, Peggy, Carol, and everyone who I've missed. We've got Pat Capri from Staten Island, New York. So it's wonderful to have your company. If we can hit the heart button, thumbs up, if you could share, if you know of any crafty groups, that would appreciate a little bit of inspiration, because as always, we do not expect you to use our products. If we inspire you to dig out your already existing stash, then that's cool too, right? So we totally support just sharing the love of craft and just enjoying the moment, enjoying your hobby, because that's what it should be about. So great. At GTerryG4W. Hi, Toni. I'm having a problem with QR code. I try to find inspiration. Let's have a look. Let's help this lady. Oh, get off. Get off. Wait a second, guys. So I try to find inspiration and it doesn't show anything. So give me a heads up on which product. Now, have you tried in the last few days? Because some of the items weren't working, but Tim spent about 2 or 3 days last week updating it all. So if you're watching on .com, because it's geolocated, have another look if you haven't looked in the last few days, because it's all updated and everything's been linked. So all of the shows, inspiration, step by step. So give it another twirl. But if not, if you've looked like yesterday and you're still getting the same outcome, tell me what the product is and I will have a look for you. Or Tim will definitely have a look for you, because he's sat in the other room watching the show too as well. So let me know, darling. So if you are wanting to purchase anything I'm going to talk about, it will be pinned to the top of the show. And if you are on Facebook, it's pinned on Facebook. If you're watching on my-telly.com on your TV, just scan the QR code and all items will be added to your basket. Now, I'll talk about a few things that I've added to my show. Good afternoon, everyone. Crafty Cat Cards 412. I'm going to talk about some things that I've got for sale tonight, but before I do that, what I do want to tell you all about is tomorrow we normally do deal hunters at 1 o'clock, okay? Thank you. I'll take a look later today. Okay, well, just message me or on Facebook, or drop us a message here, How to Craft Network, a list of what you're looking for or anything like that, and we'll send you what we've got. If you're struggling to find it, sweetheart. Sometimes it can be a little bit problematic with Android as well, but absolutely we'll sort it out for you. We've got Cynthia. Hi Tony, it's Cynthia from Missouri City, Texas, and a shout out to Elaine in San Diego. Whoop whoop! Look at you all coming in fiery force this evening. So tomorrow is normally Deal Hunters at 1 o'clock, isn't it? But I'm not doing Deal Hunters tomorrow, guys. And I'll tell you why. So you know that I was on TV last week, Friday, and we sold a ton of these boxes. A lot of boxes, guys, and I mean a lot of boxes, like 5,800. So me and Becky have packed half. There's only me and Becky, as you know. So we're halfway through, which is awesome, because we started them on Friday. Sorry, I was on TV Thursday, my apologies. TV Friday. Sorry, my apologies. TV Thursday. We started packing them on Friday, and then we've been packing them today. So a lot. By the way, I absolutely love all your products. I have all you sell on Oh, well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That is really kind. If you've ever got any questions or anything about any of our product, just reach out to us direct. It's just easier. It's just easier, and we'll sort you out. So there will be no Deal Hunters tomorrow. But with that in mind, the boxes that we did add to TV, I've added to my show tonight. So I'm mindful that in the UK on Hobby Maker, they don't send to the States because of all of the tariffs and duties and things like that. However, me personally, I do send to the States. So if you are interested, the boxes are on my website now. They are under today's date. Okay, the code is under today's date, but they're just linked underneath this live video on my website, or they're pinned to the top, because I don't want to leave any of my Americans out. Of course, it's available to the UK as well if you want to buy in the UK as well. But basically, it is 3 boxes of different goodies. Now, if you already have a ton of stamps by me, the likely chances you will have what's in these boxes. Okay, but if you're thinking, do you know what? Even if I get one thing that is different to anything else I have in my stash, it's still going to be worth it. So there's about £195 in product in the 3 boxes. And it's a content may vary. You will get no duplicates, and you will get all 3 boxes for £35. Now, if you see this on the Kathy, it's coming, darling. I promise you it's coming. I know I've been saying it's coming. It's coming. We've got it. It's just a little mini one that we've got. I'm going to add it to a show. Just stand by. So when you see this on the website, normally, because you all accrue points and you all get those discounts and things like that, I think, as you can appreciate, I've had to put this on as an e-ticket because I cannot give any more discounts on already what's running at a loss. I'm sure you appreciate it anyway, guys. But so it is £35. You won't get any discounts on it, and it's very rare that we put anything on as an e-ticket unless it's a class or something like that. But I've had to put this on as an e-ticket, and I've had to put a £5 postage cost on it as well. So I need to tell you all of these things so you don't get any nasty surprises when you come to check out. Okay, so there's a £5 postage, and they're £35 for about £195 in product across all 3 boxes. Okay, so these are available on the website. So this is sort of like, instead of Deal Hunters tomorrow, I'm offering you guys this one. Okay, so have a look at that one. If you, like I say, if you've got tons of stamps by me, the chances are you're going to have some of the things in the box, so maybe miss it this time, guys. You know, the encouragement is not to overconsume, but if you feel like 35 is a bargain, you're brand new to stamps by me, or you're just getting started, or you only have limited bits and pieces, or if you're thinking, I'm happy to take a chance, if I've got it all, I'm happy to gift it to my friends, then that's absolutely fine. Okay, so that box is available for everyone worldwide. Okay, I also have a layering stencil and die that is back in stock for the UK. So we've had it in the States, it was on HTCN, it's the Rose Branch, but see, none of you are going to stop screaming at me now, are you? Where's the Rose Branch coming? When's the Rose Branch coming? Well, it's here. I'm going to demo it this evening. So if you have bought it from HTCN, I'm going to give you a little demo on it. And if you are waiting for it and you click notify me, check your email because it's in stock. I've put it back in stock. So the Rose Branch, I don't know how many times we've ordered this, guys. I'm absolutely sick of seeing it. However, let me tell you, These layering stencils and dies that we do at Stamps By Me, I say I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of ordering it. I'm ready to move on. However, the results, when I do this demo tonight, you're going to see the results and go, I can see why you always have to stock your layering stencils and dies. That's what you're going to say to me tonight when I've gone through all of these stencils, because the effects that we get with our layering stencils are just so pretty, so unique. The depth and dimension that you get in them is just on another level. We do it incredibly well. So let's have a look. Joanne Jasper says, Joanne, question, missed Friday's show. Any boxes we can purchase? They're available here on mine. You'll see the picture. It's got the picture of the 3 for the 35. So check that one out, sweetheart. We're not doing deal hunters tomorrow. Please be mindful of that. Sue Jones says, Hobby Maker have now said I can have your boxes, Tony, so fingers crossed. Whoop, whoop. I will let you into a little secret, Sue. I've loaded more. That's probably why. So that's awesome. Well done, darling. Awesome. Good evening, all. I hope everyone is well, says Angela Rice. Kay Hayes. I'm on my own on Facebook. Can't see any more comment. They're there, darling. Kate, Michelle. Hello from Northern New York. Michelle Richardson. Hi, sweetheart. I hope you're well. Well, it's lovely to have you all here. So let's do Kathy. We are ploughing out 15 inches of snow. My goodness me. Can't wait for your 6 boxes to arrive. Did you order? Wow, stop. That's a lot of snow, says Michaela. Isn't it just? So I'm going to demo. Let's have a look at this one then. This is the rose branch that I'm talking about. So it's the one, please forgive me if it's not available on HTCN. These absolutely flew. I've blown my mind. I didn't even get hardly any minutes on them. So you get your large die, and then you get all of the layering stencils, which are numbered, okay? So traditionally they come in, you can do them like pink roses, yellow roses, red rose, whatever you want, right? There's no rules. But tonight I'm going to do a psychedelic flower. Just to change it up, right? Just to change it up. So if you go through the system like in a red ink pad to do a red rose, you can end up with the most awesome 3D rose, right? And I've also shown you as well, guys, haven't I, that if you ink through all of the stencils, all of them in white, shall we do that as well? Let me just see if I've got some black card. 2 demos for the price of 1 here. This is awesome. Do you know what I thought? We've got a lot of new people following us now on our Monday Night Live, so it's good to revisit earlier techniques, isn't it? Good to refresh all of your brains. Let me just see if I've got a bit of black card here, look. Come on, I have. Have I got a white ink pad? Please say I have. I have. Gosh, you guys are in for a Brucey treat tonight. So we're going to do 2 demos concurrent together. She says, we'll see. No, in fact, we will do the coloured one first and then we'll do the white one, okay? I'm not going to use the die tonight. We're going to go for a little bit of artistic flair. If anyone asks, we're being artists tonight, right? If you wonder why I keep rocking, it's because I've got my blanket on my legs as well. Welcome to the Crafty community. Shannon's welcoming you, created by Laura Lee. Welcome, whoop whoop. We give everybody a shout out. Now, if you have been inspired by somebody in our group this week, if somebody's posted a make or been kind or just gone above and beyond, anything really, think of their names, because at the end we always like to give a voucher away to one lovely lady at the end of the show. I'll let you guys pick. Not me, I get bored of picking. This is fun. It is. We are a bit cheeky here, but we like fun. So 2 demos, right? So piece of white card, piece of black. I have my stencils. Let's just go on overhead here. So I have my stencils. You're going to need, to do this demo, you're going to need a white ink pad for the black, and then for the coloured one, we're going to need a multitude of colours. Now I just grabbed a whole bunch of randoms, just anything to do a coloured. We're going to do a psychedelic one as well. Now before I do this one, I'm going to do this one first because I haven't got a facility to clean my stencils, so I'm going to do the pigment one second. So let's do the psychedelic one. Now they are all numbered. If you get any of our layering stencils, they're all numbered, and you have the hearts as well. So you can line the hearts up. So if you pop them down and ink through the hearts, you can obviously follow the system that way. But what I like to do, just in case I'm not cutting it out or using my die, I just line it up with the edge of my card like so. Like so, or my cardstock like that. And then every one I just line up at the edge and then just follow the process as well. So the ink pads are on the website, sweetheart. I've been promising new colours for however long. So, but you'll all be the first to find out, right? So I thought, let's just go crazy colour. I don't know how it's going to turn out, guys. I've not done a crazy coloured rose before. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a white rose on black card and then put colour on top, because that is a cool technique to get a lovely stenciled image on black. But for this one, we're going to go wild. So... right, let's go yellow first. Hello from Brooklyn, New York. Warm today, says Jenny. Really? It's freezing here. It is freezing. So, stencil number 1, as you can see, and I'm just going to go yellow. Let's get some colour on there. So normally you would pick like a yellow and then move into an orange to get like a yellowy orange rose, wouldn't you? Or you'd do pink and purple or teal and purple. But today I'm going to go like real random. So we'll do a yellow, a pink, a purple, an orange, and we'll just absolutely spot them around. And let's just see if we get a multicoloured rose. I don't know. Well, we're soon to find out, I guess. That's soon to find out. And it is a piece of paper. We can put it in bin, no harm done. Nobody was hurt in the process. So that is stencil number 1. Let's grab stencil number 2. So number 2, let's go pink. Jump straight from yellow to pink. Crikey. I have no clue what this is going to look like, guys, by the way, but it is what it is. So pink next. It's all gone quiet. Are they still on HTCN now? Yes, if they like them, don't buy them from me, guys. There's options. You've got like a rose branch, a classic rose, some snowdrops, I believe. Just wait till I've demoed though, see if you like it first. Number 2. So that looks like a reddy colour now, it's on top of there, doesn't it? And then we'll go for number 3. So follow the numbers. So I'm going to pop up here with number 3. So shall we swap out for a random? Shall we go purple? Listen, what's the worst that could happen? I don't know. It's not going to jump off page and bite me though, is it? Tony's in a rebellious phase. Listen, stood packing them boxes. Oh my gosh, did you see us on Facebook? Did you see the video I put in Papercraft of us packing? We were full of fire in our bellies on Friday. Today, not so much. Not so much. But, you know where you know you're past the halfway point and now you're on the home run? That kept us going today. So I'm going to go purple here. No clue what it's going to look like, guys. Let's just go with it, hey? Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Number 4. So this is going to be the leaves. So let's stick to the leaves. Not seeing it as I've given up on Facebook. Oh, what a shame. So number 4 is the leaves. So I've never done just randoms like this, and this is what it looks like, guys. I can't say I like it very much at all, but listen, I am the guinea pig. You can skip the beat if we don't like it. Like, our Monday nights are really about experimenting and playing. We don't really sell. You can buy if you want to, but we have our one day specials for that, don't we, right? So that is the green. And then the last one. And then I think I'm going to do a full red one for you before I jump onto the white, because we've got time. So same green, just pressed on harder. You love the yellow edge, do you, Brenda? Not so sure. But it just shows if you just change up your colour, you're going to get a different look every time. Every time. I'm so relieved I'm not on TV for a while. Need a break, need a break. I haven't even told you guys about a project that I am working on, which is going to be as big as the Eureka Ever. Can't tell you too much, but I am so stinking excited. I am not kidding you. So then you get a rose that looks quite psychedelic, guys. Not bad, eh? So that was yellow, pink, purple. Was it yellow, pink, purple? So then you end up with something that looks like that. Let me cut it in half. Because we're going to show options at the end. Right, so there's one. Next one, we're going to go for a beautiful red rose. Go back in with the yellow. Of course you can do that, yep. There are literally no rules. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do an absolutely beautiful, just complete red rose, so you can see it in its true glory. Okay, when you faff with colour, those are the results you get. But I don't need to clean the green because I'm going to keep that green. So I just need to clean these. So let me just grab a baby wipe or something. Just to get the thick of the ink off, guys, I'm just going to wet it. And then I'm going to do you a lovely, lovely, lovely red rose. I hope everybody had a nice Mother's Day, by the way. Looks nice. Well, thank you very much, Phil. There aren't any rules really, are there? You really do whatever you want. Makes you happy. If you're happy, the rest of us are happy, aren't we? Happy in craft, happy in life. So I'm just taking the thick off here, that's all. I would normally just run them under a tap. Just get them. Be careful if you are using wipes like me, because it might snag a little bit. As long as we get the thick off, it shouldn't be too bad. And I'll wash them under the sink when I've finished. So there we go. So let's just clean my desk here. Now we're going to do an abstract red rose. And I'll spray it at the end. So I'll show you, if you remember on some of the samples on did I show them on HTCN? I can't remember. On some of the samples, you saw like it was like bleeded out a little bit, so it looked more artistic, so not like a solid, crisp, detailed design. Some of them were splattered with water and sprayed with water. So that's what I'm going to show you this evening, because I feel like it is what it says on the tin. Follow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then die cut. It is what it says on the tin, right? But sometimes it's absolutely cool to play around and experiment, because at the end of the day it is a piece of card. You don't have Mother's Day till May. Oh, interesting. Right, so stencil number 1, please forgive me if any ink transfers onto this piece of paper, but let's go for it. So I'm going to go a lovely red. So I have this red here. Let me just see if I've got my other red. So I'll put this distress one down first, excuse me, because it's not as pigmented as mine, and I won't get that on top of that, but I'll definitely get that on top of that. So let's do red. So let's get red through. So you can use any inks in your stash. Roll on 29th of March makes such a difference. What's that, darling? Renee, I was really spoilt for Mother's Day. Pub lunch, breakfast at a garden centre on Sunday and visit with from my eldest son. Well, that is amazing. And Mary, I like that. Very different. Sarah, Henderson, Sarah, I love that. Barbarella, don't keep it to yourself. Please tell us. This is amazing. Love it. Evening all. Hope everyone is well. Too busy watching. Good evening. Angela says, I hope everyone is well. So first layer done, right? There's your first layer of red. Let's just pop that to the side there. Then number 2. So you can try and go, I'll probably try and go in with the same red, but I don't think the distress inks are great at. They're okay, but you have to really, if you have to have a real good grip to get that colour on, if you know what I mean. So, but I'm going to try. Let's try. So layer 2. It's not doing bad actually. You see, it's not done, it's not great. So it's okay though, it's okay. So then I'm going to ditch that one now, and then I'm going to go with the next one. Now, why am I missing a stencil? One. Oh, I missed it. Did I miss a stencil? I did, I missed a stencil. Have I skipped a stencil? No, next one, number 3. Try and change to mine now. Hopefully it's different in colour. Tap, 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 rat-a-tap-tap. Now, a quick tip for you here, guys. If you've gone to the darkest red you possibly can, you see how it's coming together? If you've gone to the darkest red that you possibly can on here, like I could go through, again, the next layer with a darker. Say, for instance, I didn't have 3 shades of red and that was as dark as I could get. If you go through with a little bit of blue and then go over with the red, you get like a really dark burgundy. So a little bit of a tip there. If you've got a blue ink pad, go through with blue and then add red on top and it starts to look like burgundy or like a deep purpley colour. So that's not bad at all, is it, guys? Let's just try and make it a little bit darker. So pretty, so pretty. That made a big difference, yeah. So if we go through now with the green, this time we'll get a nice dark. Let's get it on, you know, so before we did it with a nice light green, like just a little bit of a hue. This time we're going all hog. I can't tell you about my project, guys. Barbarella, it's a big fat no. I've been bitten so many times, I cannot tell you, but I just want you to know that I'm working on something very special for you all, which I think, it's so unique. Let me just tell you, I'm not giving anything away, but let me tell you, nothing in the industry has ever been created like this as far as I'm aware. It's innovation, and although I absolutely love and adore the next stamp, the next stencil, the next die, because we all love to be creative in our craft, think beyond just a stamp, a die and a stencil, and think conceptual and something like, do you know when I had a Eureka, when I made the Eureka and I sold, how many of them I've sold? 30,000? I had the Eureka moment, didn't I? It changed the industry dramatically. The next project I'm working on, although I am working on Eureka Edition 2, it's not that. I am working on a brand new concept that nobody has ever done before. How's about that then? So number 5, look at that already, and then pop this one on top and try and press on a little bit harder. But again, if you have like a teal, if you've got a tealy colour, which I don't have, but if you have like a tealy colour, you could add that on top to get a deeper green. But I'm just gonna use the same stencil, pull it down into place, Toni, and just press on a little bit harder, and hopefully then I'll get that real depth and dimension. Michaela, the Eureka did change things, it did. And I've been caught out, guys. You all know the stories and the tales. I've shown things on here, and it's nothing to do with you guys. It's just brands being brands, of course. And I've shown things that I've been really excited about, giddy about, because I like to show you all. I like to show you all how my brain works and wonderful things to look forward to. But unfortunately, I've been caught out so many times, as you all know, that it's best just to keep a lid on it. And Tim has already told me, unless I want to get upset and somebody else do it before me, do not tell anybody. So I think you all understand, and I promise you all, guys, you guys will be the first to know about it. And once I've mastered it, I'm going to then pitch it straight to HSN, because it's not even in America either. Ta-da! Look at that. Look at the bud in there. Now that is how you do a layering stencil, guys. Now let's take it. I need to clean my stencils, but before I do that, before we do the white one, so Nancy, the end of the year, so it's going to cost a lot of, it's going to cost me a big investment, but I feel like you will totally, you guys will just get it. You'll just get it. And I feel like we've done so many lovely creative products. These are amazing, right? But are you not bored? Do you want something that sparks your craft again and gets you going again and encourages you to try new things? Are you ready for something different? I was saying to the girls today, I love my embossing folders, right? But how many flower embossing folders do we need? I'll always be creating floral embossing folders, always. I'll always be creating stamps. I'll always be creating stencils. That's my business. And I'll just bring you them in a different formation in the hope that you either love a different flower, a different shape, or I present it to you in a different way so you can utilise it in more than one way. I'm always going to have to do that. That's my business, right? And I'm passionate about it. But wouldn't it be nice to have an undercurrent of something that sort of like re-sparks your crafty journey, your creativity, pushes you a little bit maybe? Wouldn't it be nice to have that rather than, okay, another one day special, what is it this week? Stamps, dies, embossing folders. It's gonna excite you all, because I've been excited since the moment I came up with the idea. Not stopped thinking about it. Parts of it I'm waiting for samples of. So I hope that you're just gonna love it as much as me, hopefully. But if you don't, it's okay. I'm still be designing all of the other good stuff too. So that's the lovely, look how different, guys. Nice, right? But here's the deal. It's going to be worth it. Val, I promise you, you're going to love it. Michaela's looking forward to whatever it is. Michaela, you were just going to like, you did. Michaela's been with me from pretty much day one, and she always says to me, you did it again, didn't you? You only went and did it again, didn't you? She's like, does your brain stop? She always gives me a cuddle. I'm so proud of you. It's crazy. Happy evening from Seattle. We need something different. Thanks for all you do. I've missed seeing your lives, but I normally at work at this time of the day. Oh, bless you, Sarah. That's so kind. It is nice to have something different. I am going to get you all going, guys. And then you're going to want to tell the world about it. You're going to want to tell all of your friends about it. So here we are. So we have that multicoloured one we've just done, and then the red one. But I just want to show you, if you have the courage to put some like water on your hand, spray some water on your hand like so, and then flick your work. And this is where you get that lovely artistic feel. So flick, flick, flick. Can you see the colour's just starting to, oh, is it showing a little bit? Can you see the speckle? Now, I haven't used the best card in the world. This might be a card blank. Is it bleeding? It might do. Let's keep going. The card has drunk the ink so well. It's not. Oh, it's just going. It's going. Can we see there? It's just going. So if you're wanting maybe something that looks a little bit more artistic in design, don't be afraid to add some splats of water. Now, if you add the splats of water, you can spray it direct as well if you... Now that red is going to pool into that bit there. So let's do it down here a little bit. Then we'll show you at the end what it looks like, how different they all look. And then if you take some... like metallic-y paints or a white paint. Some of you all got the metallic, some of you got the metallics in your advent calendars, right? These are blooming brilliant, guys. So then if you take maybe the gold from here, there's a white as well, and wet it and splat, you get obviously a little bit of an artistic flair. Now I know this is not for everyone, but I honestly encourage, just try it once, just try it once. It'll just push your card making boundaries a little bit. You never know, you might actually like it. Picking up that brush, I've been encouraging picking up that brush for the last blooming 10 years, right? So let's just open this. Let me show you some with some splats. You loved it when I did it with the foil and the bonding powder. There's so many lovely things that we could be doing, right? So I'm just going to spray these. Let's maybe get the gold going. You've got, you'll have some metallics. If you've bought from HTCN, Beth Kingston had some on, didn't she? I can't say if they're good or if they're not. They might be absolutely fine. I have no clue if they were any good or fantastic, guys. Can't comment, didn't have them, but she has got some. So, and then just take the gold and tap it off the edge of your brush. Bit more water. And the gold sits into the splodges of water. Now, I did this on a card blank, guys. So the card is full of chalk and it's not allowing my ink to move very well at all. Normally, on normal cardstock, it will move. So, but again, I am the guinea pig. You can experiment with the cardstock you have at home. So then... And just another quick tip for you, if you lose all of the pattern, say you get a little bit of a dab hand with the spritzing, and the whole thing just sort of like looks like a hot 3 red blobs. When it's dry, go back in with your stencils and pull back the detail. So when this is dry, I can go back in with, say, number 3, put it back on top and add some more, and then it'll pull that detail back. So if you lose a detail, just add it back in, okay? So let's do the white technique now. So let's just set that on the back for now, but you can see all it needs now is a washi tape sentiment or a stamped sentiment. Let's just have a look for one of them. So have we got one? Don't want such a big one. You make life beautiful. So then you just pop a little sentiment in there like so, and then you have quite a pretty card. Super duper easy. So there's your options with colour. Now let me show you a quick hack using black and a white ink as well, because there's lots of options with these. So let's set that one out of the way. So now piece of black, and you need a white ink pad for this. Now I am just going to have to clean my stencils again, so please just bear with a second. Let's just get rid of the colour on here. The green, no, I'm going to have to clean them all. Right, so let me just grab them all, because I don't want to contaminate my white ink pad. So I'm just literally, let's just try and get some of this colour off as much as I can. So that's stencil number 1. Because otherwise, if I put white on this when it's got red on, guys, I'm going to end up with pink. And I want it to be white. That the technique, it should really be white. So I'll clean it best I can. You get the idea. Very artistic. Hey, Fendu, did I not tell you I'm an artist? In my own right, if anyone asks, I'm an artist. So that's stencil 1. Now you need to be careful with the other ones. They're a little bit detailed, so just take your time when you're cleaning them, right? Don't get your rubbish off your... But you just run, if you run it under tap, all of the ink will come off. They'll be crystal clear again, but because I haven't got access to the sink without getting up, I'm just going with what I can. So I'm just getting as much ink off as I can. So that'll do for number 2. Hopefully I won't get too much of a red transfer. Number 3. Oh, so kind, Val. Thank you, darling. So you could do a lovely lilac rose. You could do all 3 different rose heads a different colour, like a yellow, a lilac, a sage green. Really personalised to whoever you're giving it to. Although I've done them all 3 heads in the same colour, you could absolutely change it up so you've got different coloured ones. I tell you what does look nice, and I showed the sample on HSM, grey. So if you use a grey ink pad and just use grey for it all, start very light and go darker, 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 darker through all 5 stencils, even the leaf colours, you get a monochrome effect. That looks awesome too. So let's just get rid of some of this off here. So have we had a thought about who's going to be the winner? Not sure if I really should be cleaning these ones. I don't think I need to. I definitely need to clean that one, and I definitely need to clean the first of the rose heads, maybe. We'll see. I'll just do them all. It's just easier. So let's start. Oh, let's just clean this. 1 second, guys. Right, so to get a stencil on white on black, if you use your colours, they're not gonna show. They might show a little bit, but it's not gonna show. So to get coloured ink pads to show on black, you need to do a white layer of ink first. Okay, and the way to do that is, so you take the stencils, again follow the number system. I'm just going to line it up at the edge, and I'm just going to go through with the white. Okay, so let me try and get a brush that's, let me just clean this one. I've got one actually. What's this one? Let me just clean this ink off this brush on some card. So, white ink pad, a good white ink pad. Kathy, I hope you're okay, darling. So, I'm just going to take the white, and this is going to sort of like make it like white cardstock. So, wherever we stencil through, we're making the card white, which means the colour that sits on top is going to show, right? But it's going to be on black card. So it's sort of like one of those techniques where people go, oh, how have you done that? And you're like, well, it's trade secret, we can't tell. But it is a cool technique. So all the way through with the white. So cover it up like so. So then you've got like your undertone. So pretend that's like white cardstock. And then you can go through, if you've got any other pieces, no, sorry, that's not number 2. Follow the number system, guys. Do as I say, not as I do. As you can see, I don't need to go through that. That's all white under there. Number 3. Any bits I've missed? No, it's all white. And then the branches, number 4. So you have to go through this one because it's obviously black underneath. And then we need to set our base with the leaves. And then we'll have like our white skeleton to work with to then go through the numbers. If that makes any sense at all. And what sometimes happens is you end up with a little white halo around. Sometimes, not all times, you end up with like a little white halo around the red rose, which is quite nice because it looks like a bit of a drop shadow too. So now we've got the base. So now we've got like a bit of a rose coming. So that's our white base. So let's just move that to one side. Let me just clean this now because I don't want to mix my pigment ink with this. So that's that one. And then I just need number 1 back. Like so. So, and then we pretend that we've not even done our stencils. So let's go through stencils. So number 1. So could really probably do with drying that off, but I haven't got my gun, so I'm going for it. 1. So I'm just going to line up number 1 on top, and we're going red. We could do, should we do, no, let's do pink. Let's do pink this time, guys. We've done red. Let's do pink. So let's get my brush. Let's just clean the red off. Has anybody done this before? Some of me follow it. We have done this before. Some of my regulars will know. Hopefully it's encouraging you to dig your stencils out again and have a play. So I've got the pink here, so I'm just going to, and what I like to do, guys, is not so much blend, because you're going to blend the pink with the white, okay? So you can blend just very lightly though. Don't go heavy-handed, because you need that white to stay there so it holds the colour on top. So you're going to end up with a painted rose. So just gently. So you can rat-a-tat-tat, you can slightly blend as well. Just be gentler than you would normally. So this is layer number 1. You can use them with my ink pads, but they're not a preferred choice. Your sticky inks are probably better. Pigment ink is okay as well. It's all down to experimenting, Val. It really is. So as you can you see how it's drying back? It doesn't look like much is on there, but watch when I remove this, you're going to see a whole shade of light pink sat on. So are you ready? Now that pink is on black cardstock, and nobody knows that there were any white under there. Just remember that. So let's get rid of that one. Number 2. I'm going to put number 2 on top now. So at this point we could actually do the red. Let's do the pink again, but this, no, let's change the colour. No, let's stick with this. I'm limited on my colours, you see. So I've taken this one, so I'm going to tap on a little bit harder this time. You don't use your stencils enough. Oh gosh, I love stencils. I prefer stencils over die cutting. I think I do anyway. It depends what mood I'm in. It really does. I'm like, what do I want to do today? But I do love painting, as you all know. I love my stencils, and I love the fact that with our stencils they can make you look like an artist. So that is really cool. They're not just one-dimensional. They really go above and beyond. So I'm pressing on a little bit harder this time, guys, to try and get that extra detail. So we're pushing that white right back. And I think we're good there. So let's have a look at that. So now you've got your second layer, which is awesome, right? And then for the third layer, I think, can't wait to try this. Oh, I'm happy. That makes me very happy. So number 3, I'm going to go red. And in the hope, mind you, we could do purple. Now let's go red first, and then if the red doesn't show very much, we'll pop a purple on top, okay? So number 3, let's see how this red shows. So now I'm really like tap, tap, tap. Can really go to town with this red now, because the areas are smaller. So you've got to be gentle to start, because you don't want to sort of like mix up that white. Love stencils. When I said they were good, I told you, didn't I? Don't tell fibs, me. I love stencil, but you have to clean them. You just hold them under the tap, Michaela. Easiest thing to clean it world. Just turn your tap on, hold them under, and the ink just comes off, right? Come on. So you could leave the petals on there white if you want to, but we're going to go number 4, which is the green. So let's get green on here. So again, because it's the first one on top of the white, if you go in heavy now, you're just going to mix the green and white together and you're going to lose your sort of white space to get the colour on top. So first one always has to be tappy. Well, you can blend a little bit, but just try not to mix the white with the green so much. Just get the colour down first on the first one. After that, you can go push on a little bit harder. If you make any makes from the States as well, make sure you post in Suzanne's page as well, won't you? Show everybody how cool we all are. So get that green, pat. Wee tray with warm soapy water in next to my stencils. Dunk them straight in. Yes. Mind you, Michaela's posh, guys. She don't craft in a kitchen or in a craft room. She has a dedicated craft shed. So maybe she doesn't have water in there, so she has to walk all the way to a posh kitchen to clean them. Is that the problem, Michaela? These are good problems to have, right? Because in my world, I don't even have a craft room. So let's have a look here. And just like that. And then the last one, I'm going to really like blast through with the green because we've done the initial. On the last layer, you could do an embossing powder. So ink through with a sticky ink and add a beautiful green embossing powder. So this one could be a sparkly green from my new Wow Powders, sparkly one. So on this last layer, make sure your image underneath is completely dry. Ink through with a sticky ink pad and use your green and have a sparkly layer. Come on. Full of bright ideas, and then there you go. You can thank me later. Oh, I have a craft room, I bet you do. I bet you, I know what your lot's craft rooms will be like, let me tell you. Listen, hence why I say don't overconsume. You've all got craft rooms bigger than blooming houses. Right, Lynn says she liked it with leaves white, a bit different. That's the great thing about them. You can do you, darling. Hope you're well, Lindsay, lovely. Tidying up now. So, let's have a look. Shannon has a 36-inch long table in the craft room. Probably still not enough space then, Shannon. Look at that. Now, I've lost some of the detail there, but again, put your stencil back on and bring it back. It's a bit wet to do that, but you get the idea. So, what do we think? So, have we picked a crafty winner? Who would you like to recommend for a crafty winner this evening? So whoever gets picked, if you don't tell me, I will pick. 3 lovely options there for you. Let's have a look over this side. A new technique for me on black, amazing. I will enjoy trying this one when I finish decorating. Well, write it down because you'll forget, Renee. Going to give this a go. I've never seen this, says Mary. So beautiful. Wow, 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 Karen. Looks beautiful. Thanks, Tony, for all your inspiration and encouragement. Well, you're very welcome. Can't wait to hear your secret, Karen says. Now you've got me going, says Bab. I've got fire in your bellies, I'm telling you. Oh, it's going to kill me. It's going to kill me to keep quiet. So, quick recap then. Have we picked a winner? Are they Snowbelt? Yes, they are. Crafty cards 412. They are, yeah. The snowdrops. If they're not, they're on Friday. If they're not, but they should be. We have a stencil category. Go to the 3D stencil category and they might be in there, darling. I used this stencil last week, says Carol. Well done. So, let's pick a winner. Let me just quickly recap. So there is no deal hunters tomorrow. Okay, 1, I probably won't have a stock, and 2, we are still packing the boxes from TV. Now, if you couldn't purchase them from TV, you can get them from me. It's 3 boxes of unique Stamps by Me product for £35. Okay, if you are interested in that, you can get that today. Please do know though that you will not get points discount on it because I'm already selling it at £35 at a complete loss to exhaust stock so I can make space for new, so I can't give any further discounts on this, okay? And I have had to put £5 postage on it due to the weight and the size, so please do know that. So if you are buying for the first time, you're going to get some lovely goodies. If you're buying for the 100th time, you're still going to get lovely goodies, but please do know that if you are an avid Stamps by Me follower, the chances are you will get duplicates, so it's total preference. And it's up to you if you want them or not. The Rose branch is now available on the website. It's available on HSN as well, guys, so don't miss that. And then I will be back with you on Friday for a brand new one-day special. And I think it's one of our layering stencils in the collection as well that you've all been waiting for. We're trying to sort of like reduce the collection so it's not a big spend for you all. You know, big collections are nice and great, but as we're doing TV as well, and that's growing, the ask for you to spend every single time is a big ask. So we're trying to just reduce bundles and price points and things like that for you because at the end of the day, it should be a hobby, and hobbies shouldn't be expensive, right? That's what I'm told. So I'll listen. So there we go. Laura Lee, you are this week's winner. Laura Lee, if you message me or Karen, our head design team, you have won a voucher. Now, I'm not sure why you were picked, but obviously you are deserving. So you have won a voucher to spend on our website when you want, how you want, and you don't have to spend anything to get the voucher. We don't ask you to spend £20 to get the £20 voucher. Just spend the 20 quid if you want. So, and that's just a thank you from Stamps by Me for everybody's continued support. So thank you so much, guys. So whatever you're doing, stay safe. Some of you are having a little bit of rubbish weather. It's freezing here, so I can't wait to get home and get warm. But whatever you're doing, I will see you all Friday at 6 o'clock for our one-day special. So have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you so much. And if you check out your baskets, orders will be sent out this week as well. See you all later, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.